All right, so let me ask you this question.
Come on, Mike.
Why do you think Tony Yayo didn't want to wear G Unit sneakers and he wanted to wear Balenciagas?
I don't know. Yayo got his own way of acting. Yayo's Yayo. Yayo, Yayo. To me, Yayo weird, man. To me, Yayo is Yayo, man. Like, why I say that is because 50 the one that really came out of the 134 around the streets, man. I can't even vouch for a nigga walking through my hood. You know what I mean? So Yayo talk a lot of. He a good brother. He talk a lot of his stories. His stories from 134. So that's like a cue. Like like I don't think Yayo walked through Baisley Projects by itself. I don't think Yayo walked down Sufton Boulevard by itself. I don't think Yayo. I know Yayo didn't never came walking through 40 Projects by itself. Get what I'm saying? So Yayo. I don't know. I bought my kids G Unit sneakers because my son wanted some of them shits when they came out back in the days. That's love. Yo, my son wanted them shits. Here, get them. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, this nigga like 50 cent sneakers, so I get them. You know what I mean? That's love. I'm not gonna say I'm not buying no fuckboy sneakers. Nah, that's my nigga 50. He doing good. He got a sneaker line coming out. Them shits is all in Green Acres, all in Roosevelt Field. My son like, yo, that's you. And that's when he had the shirts on with the bands and the colors. My son like that shit. So here, son, grab, he's like 4. You know what I mean? It's love. We ain't never hate. I don't know. He ain't have to wear them. He probably ain't like the style. Queens niggas is different when it comes to fashion. That's all. Yayo probably was like, man, I ain't wearing those. That ain't my style. Tony Yayo is just like he's just a 134 kid. Like he like it ain't like the average popular street drug dealer nigga, the real nick. Like he's a artist under 50 Cent. So all his stories can only be about him and seeing around what 50 see. You know what I mean? Like that time when he said fifth rub Preem head. That amazed him because you ain't never been around Preem. You know what I mean? Like that to say, nigga, you just feel good to talk because you was around 50. You know what I'm saying? His stories be weird to me, man. That's all. Respect is respect, but that's just him.
So what do you think about 50 eventually cutting everyone off from the G Unit sneaker deal?
I don't know. That's his business. He got business. He's a big dog of Queens. That's what I tell you, Mike. He the big dog of Queens. He's so much the big dog of Queens. You should never go to the radio station and talk about the big homie in a big first rap group that did it for Queens. The big first rap group that been a Jamaica, Africa, all that. That's the Lost Boys. Should never bring up Mr. Cheek's name. He's just 50. He's cocky.
Why do you think 50 Cent feels some type of way about Mr. Cheeks to actually bring him up within the first minute of his interview on Hot 97?
Fifth is fifth, man. He's rich. He's like he said, it took an hour and a half to get to the radio station. Why I'm only hearing Coke Cash, Coco Bang and all them young Big Swag and all that. Why after all that? Why I don't hear 42 Dog? Why I don't hear A Boogie? But you throw on Renee. Like, come on, Renee is Mr. Cheeks. You should be like, when I heard you throw on Renee Ebro, I was happy because that nigga Cheeks been in the game for 20 to 30 years and he still got a single or record playing on the system. He's still in the loop of the cycle. You don't bring your boys down from Queens. Queens get the money. Fifth is cocky. And then you're gonna put his name with Diddy. No, you don't put his name with Diddy right now because Diddy going through so much things and so many allegations of beating women up, drugging, baby oil. Now I gotta say baby oil because that's the shit everybody doing and squirting the shit on. That's just funny to me.
Yeah, man, my thoughts were Mr. Cheeks and the Lost Boys, that's a legendary group. Like, why do that to your own backyard? He's from Queens. He knows these guys.
Yeah, yeah. You feel me? Why not? You see what we doing. You got the internet. You got Instagram. You see Mr. Cheek still doing shows. You see Mr. Cheek still running around with 50 brothers. You see Mr. Cheeks is still. Come on, man. I'm Bobby Garcia, Mike. I was at the 50-year anniversary Nas joint at Shea Stadium. I'm a Lost Boy. I walked back, rest in peace to Clark Kent. You know what I mean? I walked through the back Clark Kent, A Boogie, Little C's. Shout out to my big dog, Big Flip, Little C's manager. You know what I mean? Like we all walked through the back. It was 30,000, 50,000 people. There's lines of people getting on lines to get in Shea Stadium. I'm a Southside Queens 40 Projects brother. Everybody's successful in their own way, right? When I got up to the Bronx to Shea Stadium, I walked right through the back with every main artist that was walking through the back. And I thank God Mr. Cheeks put me in that type of situation. You feel me? If it was a G Unit show, I probably wouldn't even got in. Oh, that's that fuck boy Bobby Garcia from 40 Projects. You know why? Because I got more respect than y'all. Love is love, bro. Y'all should always give us our flowers. Why our Cheeks didn't get an invite somewhere? See what I'm saying? But I was proud to be there to see Nas, to see. I saw EPMD. You know what I mean? Everybody was there, man. Everybody was there, man. T.I. was there. You know what I mean? T.I. came out. Nas came out. Uh, Cool Herc was there. Everybody was there for the 50-year anniversary. Why the big dog wasn't there? He should have came through and gave Nas a hug. Like, Nas, look, you did it. Like, so what, you went diamond. Nas is successful in his own way too. Nas sold records. Nas from Queens. Nas from Queensbridge. Queens supposed to put the impact on like Atlanta, ATL. Come to give your man a hug because we did it for Queens. LL put on Rock the Bells for Queens. What you gonna do for Queens? Like, stop throwing rocks and hiding your hand, brother. We love you. Niggas gonna love you regardless. We don't care how much money you got because everybody's successful in their own way, Mike T. You know what I mean?
So why is 50 Cent on Hot 97 talking about Mr. Cheeks and your team? The streets
Because
want to know.
because he ain't got nothing else to talk about, man. He not in the hood. He running around with the niggas he got. He run around, do what he do. He not giving the right love back to the community. Bottom line, I don't know why you want to put Cheeks in the fucking same lineup as Diddy. Mr. Cheeks. If you think of Diddy, you think of Mr. Cheeks. That's like saying Mr. Cheeks' ass because they saying Diddy's taking ass the allegations on the internet. You shouldn't do that to your Queen's brother. That's all. I don't know. This like he's a cancer. He's cocky. He's 50 Cent. A little bit of that shit need to change because nobody go and say nothing wrong about you when they had allegations about the big dog 50 Cent. So that's why I love Cheeks. Like Cheeks never said, yo, that nigga fifth the rat or did this. No. That's my boy 50 Cent. That's Curtis Jackson. That's Boo Boo. We love him. He put on for the town just like the Lost Boys. He put on. So we ain't got no hate in our blood. Like, so when he see this, he better know that we ain't never just try to stab you in your back and say rat shit or this and that. We know you a stand-up guy. So why you will go up there and say anything about Mr. Cheeks if it ain't the right way?
Okay, so did Lost Boys ever fall back from repping 50 Cent after the Supreme Team beef?
No, wow. Mr. Cheeks felt like Mr. Cheeks know the gangsters. Mr. Cheeks know, Mr. Cheeks know Cuda, man. Tim McCall, man. Cheeks know Tim McCall, man. Cheeks is a hood legend. Before Preem doing him, Cheeks knew Tim McCall, one of the biggest drug dealers in Queens, that Cheeks could go to Tim McCall house and grab outfits and clothes that he wanted. That shit was brand new. Cheeks ain't new to this shit. Cheeks knew what Preem and them was doing. Cheeks from Ozone Park. Cheeks didn't give a fuck what Preem and them was doing. Cheeks didn't give a fuck what Corley and them was doing in my projects. He knew who he knew because he got aunts that's real street legends. Shout out to Josephine. That's his aunt. She's a legend. She know gangsters. She a person that I could come to my hood and stand with my pops friends at the liquor store, sip some champagne, and they reminisce about their clubs. Cheeks' family was always in the street. Cheeks ain't never. Cheeks didn't. We respect Preem. He's not gonna say nothing about Preem. Preem was a big dog from Baisley. Cheeks is from Ozone Park. He's not like me. He's not gonna glorify Baisley like I'm gonna glorify Baisley because Corley and Preem from my gangster and the gangster from 40 was like best friends. They say my big homie taught him how to really get money. You know what I mean? They didn't get my story yet. You know what I mean? And if Mook ever do a story, shout out to Mook Diamond. If Mook Diamond ever do a story, or me and Mook Diamond ever get together to do the Coley Wall and Bobby Garcia story, then y'all gonna understand the core of a story of South Jamaica Queens. Other than that, y'all only getting rap shit. You know what I mean? But the core, we are the two major nephews and sons like that come from up under the gangsters and out on our side. Like, you know, that's why when Preem came down here, he come down here to show us love, pop bottles. You know what I mean? Bring his team, pop bottles. No disrespect, cause him and Coley and he respect us like nephews. You know what I mean? So you Preem coming down here, pulling up in the range, back to back Benzes, the Vans, Irv Gotti and them with them. That's the only time Irv Gotti and them niggas ever came down on my projects, as if they was with Preem. Feel me? Ja Rule can't say he walked around my projects. Irv Gotti and them niggas can't say they walked around my projects. That's why I say what I say about Banks and Yayo. I've been around here all my motherfucking life. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna fabricate no stories. I'm gonna tell nothing but the truth. And it's my story. But if me and Mook get together and do a story, project to project, social knowledge and perspective, Mr. Bobby Garcia, then they'll get a better outlook of our side. You know what I mean? That like, let me say you something about Queens niggas, man. You would never hear a street Queens nigga get mad at another nigga for getting money, man. Rap is rap. You feel me? And that's that. If you getting money, as long as you ain't stepping on nobody's toes, you're gonna get money. But if you rapping and you saying shit about certain individuals, like you gotta understand, Fifth got hit 9 times for saying the wrong shit out his mouth about gangsters. And the real street niggas watch this shit. Wherever it happened, we can't blame. Nobody could blame Fifth for saying what he said. What he said, what he said. The street niggas can't justify what he said. But it was an action. It's a reaction for every act. It's an action. It's a reaction for every action. You get what I'm saying? So Fifth guy, he's the first one that could tell the young drillers he can really stop a lot of things in the industry because he's the big dog. His situation alone of him getting hit up, he could have been told these young drillers, yo, shit y'all saying in y'all music, y'all gonna go down. The shit y'all saying in y'all music, somebody gonna get back. Cause when somebody get hurt in a song and you want to say something and rely and play it back on music, the people that's hurting always gonna hear it. Somebody's gonna come back. So he could have been dropped a jewel to these young boys. You know what I mean? He is the big dog. See, if the shoe was on the other foot, I already have South Jamaica Queens in a frenzy like ATL. Everybody together. We're not gonna hate on nobody because that's how it's supposed to be.